Hi, and welcome to the Jivetel training video series. My name is John, and I'll be walking you guys through some of the key features and functions for using your new phone. I'm going to assume you're probably using either a Yealink T2, T3, or T4 series phones. They might look slightly different, but overall the instructions will be the same. Besides, who has the time or money to make a video for every friggin' phone model out there? Now, before we begin, let's familiarize ourselves with the obvious features of the phone itself, the screen and the buttons. The T2 and T4 series phones have two sets of buttons along each side of the screen, whereas the T3 only has 4 buttons on the right-hand side. Yeah, we feel bad for the T3 as well, but he'll be okay. The line keys are typically on the left, and the park and page buttons on the right. The line keys have a few uses. First and foremost, they give you a line to be able to make and receive calls. Pretty convenient, no? The line keys also allow you to easily see who's calling you because the caller ID appears on each line a call comes in on. Line keys are also used when you want to transfer a call to someone. And finally, you use them when you want to conference in a third person to your call. As for the park and page buttons, we'll get to that later. The sidecar is one of those things that are there to make your life easier. Say you're a receptionist and you're in charge of directing calls to the right people. The sidecar is the tool for you. With a bunch more buttons at your disposal, you can program them in many different ways. Who we kidding? You ain't programming anything, we do it for you. You can have additional line keys, park buttons, speed dial buttons, and most importantly, you can program them to see if a particular person or coworker is on the phone or available to take a call. This is referred to as presence. Like when your teacher was taking attendance, you were supposed to be present. Soft keys. The soft keys are the buttons below the screen. Keep an eye on those, because those buttons change based on what the phone is doing at the moment. For example, if I place a call or pick up a call, one of those buttons changes to hold, allowing me to put the call on hold. The message button. Yeah, the message button is the button you press when you want to check your voicemail. It's also used to set up or change your voicemail greeting and settings. The headset button. Instead of answering calls and holding the handset with your neck while typing, eating, or playing Candy Crush, many people enjoy using a headset. When set up correctly, all you need to do is press the button, and you answer the call on your headset without having to lift the handset. Keep in mind, headsets are sold separately. The mute button. The button you press when you're on a conference call and don't want everyone to hear you taking another call on your cell, or hear the kid screaming or the dog barking, or when you sneak away to take a tinkle. You get the idea. The redial button, RD. Life's little pleasures. Imagine, press that button twice and voila, the last number you dialed is called again. Here's a little pro tip. Press it once to bring up the list of dialed numbers. Then use the arrow buttons to highlight the number you want to redial. Press send or the redial button again, and bam, the number is called.